I'll be addressing Yellow Groove, and I just want to talk a little bit about what I think makes our community so great. It's guidelines. For instance, no flagging someone else's channel. You're removing someone else's creativity. If someone's doing something illegal, call the police. If there's something on a video you don't like, don't watch it. Fuck. Makes me angry. Makes me fucking angry. Malt liquor. Alright, so Yellow Groove. Actually, Yellow Groove, I think actually you're going through some hard times. I think that you are lashing out at people for doing what we've been doing for years and years and years. The idea that you don't like the Wise Men Committee making videos about you, using your footage, that's part of our culture. We all have done that. Yeah. It's part of how we communicate with one another, how we share creativity. I think that actually, I've told you, we talked about this a long time ago, and I told you it was an honor to be in the Wise Men Committee. They used my goofy laugh in one of the videos once, and I was grateful. Maybe they're making fun of me, maybe not. I'm just like, all right, more FaceTime, more airtime with Earl in it has got to be good. But what if, Yellow Groove, your problem isn't with the Wise Men Committee? Let's get some of this down. What if it's with the comments? The disrespectful comments, the kind of like hazing, foul language, abrasive comments. I mean, is that a shock to you that we're like that? And that's the thing, is actually one of the things about the guidelines in our community is we're all pretty much like that to each other in our group. It is part of our culture. And also part of our culture is not giving a damn. I mean, that's why Dorf got the reputation he got, actually, is because he couldn't stop giving a damn. And that's kind of like a warning to you, Yellow Groove, is don't end up like a Dorf. Don't end up in our community with a really, really bad reputation. And we could forgive a whole lot. So don't think things have gone too far, that things have gotten out of hand. We don't forget, but we're pretty forgiving on a whole. So, Yellow Groove, I'd say lay off the Wise Men Committee before you wreck the kind of social balance, the social contract that we have with one another. But anyway, man, I think actually you're going through some bad times now, and I must remind you, a reptilian flyover ruining another Earl video. I must remind you that the body is the seat of the brain. The body is the seat of the mind. How you treat your body is going to affect your ways of thinking. And all your friends have told you you're not taking good care of yourself. Just that big pot of top ramen that you ate just a little while ago just makes my stomach upset just thinking about it. You got to take good care of yourself, buddy. And the better care you take of yourself, the better your mind's going to function for you. I'm just saying, like, if you eat badly, you don't sleep good, you're going to be grumpy, and you're going to make poor choices. So, malt liquor. That's all I have to say, really. I will say that if someone posts a video, like I said, if someone posts a video using your footage, and that kind of thing bothers you, then you're really probably in the wrong community. I mean, if you want to be here, I think most of you do. I think there's a few people that have gotten into the community and then gotten out because it wasn't for them. Like, I think 40 Ounce Dan the Man's like a good example. Like, he liked us, but he had a lot of problems with, the group. So he I know he comes and goes, but it's a good example. Like, we're not for everybody. I think what's great about our community, though, is that also here's another thing I wanted to say about us as a group. We're all kind of weird. And not just your average everyday kind of weird, we're all a little bit extra special weird. That's probably why we all connect with one another so quickly and so fast. Is that we see, despite where different parts of the world we're in and what's going on for us, we have things in common with one another. I mean, I don't really need to go into examples, do I? We're all a bunch of really weird cats. Not your ordinary weird. And that's the thing. Actually, that's the thing also that makes us, like, we sound like we're abrasive to one another. But I think, in what other community, like for instance Yellowgroove, in what other community could you learn that Yellowgroove filmed Timinator having sex? And he himself kept the footage. What other community would be like, dude, that's messed up? You know, and then we'd want to tell a story of our own. Oh, you know what? What's what I did? I'm not telling you. I don't want that stuff on the internet forever. People watching me make a malt liquor video. That's actually another thing I promised myself at the Delta from now on, is when people walk up and I'm making an MLV, I'm just going to keep making it. And if they walk right up to me, I'm going to offer them a drink. One thing I pointed out, like, I'm in the YouTube drinking community, love it. I'm also in the YouTube pipe community, the pipe presenters. I behave differently in their groups. I try to be polite, attentive, stick to kind of the theme of the community, and you know, I don't bring any of my personality from our drinking community to there. Well, a little bit I do, but only because my personality is just so overwhelming that I can't even fight it. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, actually, sometimes you could follow each other's comments back to videos. I found that out because someone comment stalked me, and so I started looking around at how different people comment on other videos, music videos and stuff like that, poetry videos, videos about trucks, how to fix things, and that's exactly what I saw. Is that you could tell when they're making a comment to a YouTube drinking community person, and you could tell when they're talking to somebody fixing their Chevy. You know, our personality stays in our community, and that actually says an awful lot about us. If we really were abrasive, foul-mouthed, abusive trolls, then our actions, our words, and our actions would match in every community. We wouldn't be like really polite everywhere but someplace. We'd be jerks everywhere, you know? It's so beautiful out right now. Listen, we're done actually. But I find myself wanting to share a little bit about this day here and finish my malt liquor on camera, unlike Dorf. It's Your Fault, Dorf. If anyone's not following It's Your Fault Dorf page on Facebook, please do. It's a hoot. I lost my sunglasses. So upset about it. Oh. Anything else? Nothing really. I was thinking about how much I miss Jack Nicholson, because that bring Jack back in 2015. And then also about the abusive comments. Comments sometimes are the best part of a video. And I was remembering how Machete used to get these epic long comment battles with people, where seemingly Machete would stay up all night long. Like he was going to be like, you're going to fall asleep eventually, and I'm going to get the last word. Talking about how he's like a better jumping jack champion than anybody else. That's just precious. Just a couple drops. There's no way to avoid just leaving a couple drops in your can, but don't drop your can on camera and then I can just hear it pouring out at your feet. It fills me full of anger, angst.